Sliding down the road in denim, well, it's not really good, I'll be honest with you. Proper bike gear is made to hold up in a slide. Hey folks, how are you doing? Welcome back to Mid-Bike Crisis. This video is by request from one of my subscribers, Scott Pearson 91. He made a comment, I'll show you that one up here, and wanted to have a bit of an understanding about what clothing to wear. So whether you're rocking a brand new superbike, like my Fireblade, or you just started out on a 125, your gear matters just as much, well, actually, if not more so, than your bike. So let's start off with what I wear. So when I go out for a daily ride, generally, I wear this Dainese Delta 3 two-piece suit, which I absolutely love. I have lost a little bit of weight recently, so this is becoming a little bit loose on the top and the waist. It's a 56. I should really go down to about 52 now. But this is what I usually rock on the daily. So this is my two-piece suit. I find it super easy to get on, and if it's hot, you're not messing about unzipping a one-piece, which is next to it. I'll show you that one in a minute. But you can take the coat off, the jacket, and walk around with relative ease with the trousers on and your t-shirt. But what a serious bit of kit this is. So the Delta 3, I think the Delta 4's out now, so if you have a look around, you can get the Delta 3 trousers and jacket for a pretty reasonable price. And it's proper kit. It's got all the CE rated armour for excellent abrasion resistance in the unfortunate incident that you might come off, which we don't want. So if I'm heading out for a more committed ride or filming a twisty B-road blast segment, I'll go full leathers with the Dainese Seca 5 one piece. And that looks absolutely on fire on the Fireblade. What a bit of kit that is. So my boots are the Dainese Axial boots. They're absolutely epic. I do struggle to get boots that fit, and I find them absolutely superb because the leather trousers go outside, and if you've got wide calves like me, you probably struggle. So I'd highly recommend them, and you need the Dainese trousers that go inside. And then I've got the full gauntlet gloves. These are the Alpine Star SP8s. They're brilliant, really, really good bit of kit. And I think they're about £100 just over now. I think I paid about £150 for those, but they're brilliant, gauntlet style. And then I've got Shoei GT Air 2, which I absolutely love. Superb fit, and it's got the advantage of the drop-down visor inside, which is cool, so you don't have to mess about wearing glasses, you just drop the visor down. Then the new helmet, I've got the Nolan X804 RS in carbon, and that matches the Fireblade. That's an absolute stunning lid. And then this bad boy, that's just an eBay special, that. So eBay special bag with Mid-Bike Crisis sticker stuck over the top, which is brilliant. So you can put all your gear inside and then attach that to your around your waist and then around your leg. Highly recommend one of those if you're riding a sports bike and you don't have anywhere to put stuff. They're brilliant. So that's all the top end stuff. This is what I ride, and this is what fits me perfectly. You'll jump in and out of different brands and find something that fits your budget and your body shape. And for me, Dainese, there'll definitely be some criticism of the pronunciation. Dainese. That's how I've always said it. But Dainese fits me really well. The Seca 5 is a 54. Yes, that's a 54, and that fits really well. That's a 56, so it's a little bit on the large side now. So I was obviously a little bit porky when I bought that 2 years ago, or whenever it was. But don't worry, guys, this is not a Dainese advert. We're going to start and have a little talk about different brands and different price points. So the hard facts are, when you come off, and you will come off because we all come off at some point in our riding career, the difference between having decent gear or shit gear can be the difference between getting up and walking away or a trip to A&E. Sliding down the road in denim, well, it's not really good, I'll be honest with you. Proper bike gear is made to hold up in a slide. What you want to look out for is CE rated armour, especially at the elbows, shoulders, knees, hips, and ideally back and chest. These Dainese suits are top of the line. They've got protection in the forearm, the shoulders, the elbows, the knees, the back. You name it, it's got super protection. So if budget allows, definitely have a look at the Dainese range. It's fantastic. I definitely recommend Dainese as a brand. I love it. And when you're trying on your suit, whether it's RST, Alpine Stars, whatever suit you go for, or jacket, it wants to be a nice snug fit. Do not have it loose like this one is. It's a little bit baggy, although when it's warm I'm enjoying this because I can just zip down a little bit, get some breeze in. You definitely want the suit or the two-piece to be quite snuggly fit. Snuggly fit? Fitting snug. And this suit definitely, 54, fits me absolutely brilliant. If you come off and you've got a load of loose garments, it could get caught, rip off, cause you a load of trouble. Whereas if it's nice and fitted and you come off, you slide, you'll just slide no problem. Look at the MotoGP races when they come off. All tightly fitted gear, they come off, they just slide. That's what you want, something that's a little bit snug. Might feel a bit weird, but that's what you want. So you don't have to have a full set of Dainese leathers to stay safe. Let's have a little breakdown. So if you're on a bit of a budget with your helmet, I'd go for brands like HJC, MT, or LST. Mid-range, you're looking at Shark, Scorpion, AGV, that type of range. They're very good helmets as well. And top of the line, obviously it's Shoei, Arai, Nolan, AGV, Pista. So some really, really top of the line helmets, but you won't get much change out of £700-800 for those type of helmets. Trousers and jackets, you don't have to go with Dainese. That's just the brand that I like to wear. I have bought other brands over the years, RST and other bits and bats, Oxford, when I first sort of started getting back into the biking. But for me, I wanted to level up and get the best that I could afford. And that's where Dainese, for me, wins. If you're looking on a budget, you want to be looking at brands like RST, Oxford, like I've just mentioned, both very good brands. And then you've got the mid-range selection, likes of Alpine Stars, Revit, and the RST Pro range. And I tell you what, I was looking at the RST Pro range in a bike dealer's the other month. Can't remember which one. Top quality stuff. I tried it on, fits really well. So that's one to look at, RST Pro range. That's mid-budget, I would say. And then top of the line, obviously you've got Dainese, you've got Held as well, and another brand called Kushatani, which is another good quality brand. But for me, Dainese for me, my missus rides Held. Similar quality, I would say. I'd say the Dainese leather is a little bit thicker than the Held. Gloves, I would always go for leather gloves because they, without question, offer the best abrasion resistance. If you come off and your hands go down, you've got leather to protect you. And if you go down at speed, you know, anything above sort of town speeds, 50, 60, 70 mile an hour, and you've got cotton motocross gloves on, for example, which I've got some of those, you're going to come unstuck and it's just going to burn off and you're going to have some nasty scarring on your palms or your knuckles. So these are brilliant. These have got knuckle protection and they've got the little pinky part that's taped together because that's a common fracture when you come off, if you come off, that your finger bends and breaks, so that sort of locks them together. But I can recommend these are brilliant. And like I said earlier, I've had a few pairs of gloves, but these SP8s, they've probably got a new model out now. Definitely get gauntlet style as well. They're a bit fiddly to get on when you're first putting them on, getting them up over your jacket, but they offer you protection obviously for your wrist area as well. In the unfortunate event, if you come off, you want to be as protected as possible. So leather, definitely get leather. Boots, again, I'm Dainese boots, but you know, you've got boots like Forma, TCX, Sidi, which I've had some Sidi vertebrae boots. They're brilliant, but they're borderline a little bit too hard for me. So I wanted something with a bit more flex, and I went with these Dainese Axial. They've got a carbon insert inside, this bit's material here, and then you put the boot on, zip it up, and then then your leather goes over the top of the boot, which suits me perfectly because I have struggled in the past to get boots and leathers that fit because I've got quite broad legs and my calf muscles, my calves are quite wide as well. So trying to zip leathers up and then chuck them inside the boot, it just didn't work. So this format, although some people say your leathers are outside, that's how they're meant to be. So your leathers go on the outside of this boot, and I tell you what, they are absolutely brilliant. But yeah, like I said, TCX, Sidi, RST again, have a look at the RST line of boots, but always go for something that's got a rigid sole. You don't want a real flexible boot. I mean, these are, they're pretty stiff to be honest, and they've got ankle protection and toe sliders, toe protection. So always spend as much as you can afford on your boots. That would be my recommendation. So another thing is back protector. Not all jackets come with a back protector, even though you're spending, you know, upwards of, I don't know, £1,500 on some jackets. There's a lot of back protectors unbranded that will be equal in quality and look, but again, I went with the D&S because I knew it fit the jacket, so that'll fit the Delta 3 and it'll fit the Seca 5 as well, which is handy. You can just swap them out so you don't need to buy two. But you definitely need a back protector. Don't ride without one, because like I said, if you come off and you go sliding down on your back, can you imagine the pain? And then I often see riders with high vis and reflectors on. Personally, I don't wear them. I don't like riding with those high vis vests, but you know, it can't do any harm, can it? A little bit of extra visibility, especially if you're new to riding and you're a little bit inexperienced on the road. Bit of high vis, you know, for the first 6 months, a year of riding, probably not a bad bit of advice, I wouldn't have thought. At the end of the day, guys, riding what you can afford, but definitely don't scrimp on the important stuff. Your bike and your bits might be replaceable, but you might not be. Let me know in the comments what gear you're wearing and if there's a particular brand that you wear that saved your skin. Drop all that info in the comments because it might help somebody else. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share if this little video has helped you out, and keep the requests coming, guys. This channel's all about riding smarter, safer and still having a blast while you're at it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Absolutely gorgeous this. I might go out for a ride now.